Uh, Mr. Seheti Raj, please start the session.
So 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Some are
Okay.
facing technical
Okay.
issues, so they are
Okay.
contacting me. 1 minute, sir. Give me 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are having a good day. Uh, we shall start the session. I'm inviting Vaishali to say the welcome speech.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of School of Management, I, Maladi Siddhi Vishali, delighted to be present here today to inaugurate this finance workshop by esteemed speaker Sri Surikant Sharma sir. NIT Warangal School of Management is hosting the biggest management event, Cura, on 17th and 18th of February 2023. Cura, signifying thoughtfulness, is poised to bring out the latent strategic mindset of budding managers in today's challenging and new business scenario. It was started back in 2009 to unshackle minds of management aspirants across India. Every year, in the month of February, the students of School of Management NIT Warangal host the management event Cura with an ideology to bring together management students from various business schools and universities to common platform. This has been a platform for participants to elucidate most of the business activities with totally different approaches through events designed so as to elicit various responses from rapt students of management. Beyond any doubt, this event has been a sunshine for all people who have had well-balanced skills and innovative ideas to bring out their managerial competencies into a period of usefulness and experience. The management event includes a number of different events, workshops, keynote addresses, and few cultural activities. Around 250 participants from different prestigious institutes participate in this event. In terms of creating connections with attendees, Cura stands as a part of other events as well. The purpose of each round is to share expertise and receive comments. The participants were inspired by the thoughts and words of highly regarded speakers from many fields. Cura 2023, Igniting Your Zeal, is the 13th edition of Cura. It was able to attract 170 plus participants from NITs, IIFTs, IIMs, IMTs, and IFMRs, MITs, and other prestigious universities across India. Professor Rishikesh T. Krishnan, Padma Shri awardee, Malisham sir, the founder of CEO of Efetronics, Mr. Dasari Ramakrishna had also kindly obliged to enlighten this event. The participants will undoubtedly leave with a wealth of knowledge and motivation. I want to also talk about I want to extend the greetings to all the attendees and the speaker present here. And coming to the Association of Mutual Funds in India, which is dedicated to developing Indian mutual fund industry on professional, healthy and ethical lines to enhance and maintain standards in all areas with a view to protecting, promoting interests of mutual funds and their unit holders. The association AMFI of SBI, SEBI, registered mutual funds in India of all registered assets management companies was incorporated on August 22, 1995 as a non-profit organization. As of now, all the 42 asset management companies that are registered with SEBI are its members. We are happy to say the School of Management is collaborating with Association of Mutual Funds to organize this finance workshop on financial management through Wealth Manager by Sri Suryakant Sharma. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Raga to give the welcome speech.
Thank you, Vishali. First of all, good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to today's national webinar session on the topic Financial Empowerment Through Wealth Creation, organized by CURA 2023, School of Management. NIT Warangal, in collaboration with Association of Mutual Fund of India, on this glorious occasion, I take great pleasure to introduce you to our honorable speaker, Sri Suryakant Sharma sir. Suryakant Sharma sir is a commerce graduate and master's in law. With specialization in corporate laws, he is also Chartered Associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Sri Sharma sir has over 35 years experience in banking and finance and securities market and has served in a leading financial institution. Thereafter in Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in SEBI. Sri Sharma sir joined Securities of Board Exchange of India in 2003 and served there for more than 15 years and served in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to other assignments, he was DGM in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI's Northern region for more than 5 years. Sri Sharma sir is also a member of working group of NCERT for developing vocational course on mutual funds for students of 11th and 12th classes. Sri Sharma sir also mentor of new NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. Under his supervision, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted across North India, and he himself has addressed as guest speaker in more than 600 IAPs. After superannuation from SEBI in 2019, he has joined Association of Mutual Fund in India, an apex body of mutual fund in India, as senior consultant North India. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation to be part of this session. We are confident that your profound knowledge and wisdom is going to make a lot of difference in the minds of all the students. We are also joined by our distinguished faculties, Dr. G. Sunita ma'am and Dr. Lakshmi Tulsi Devi ma'am. Thank you so much, Sunita ma'am, Tulsi ma'am, for being a part of this session. Your guidance have always motivated us and will continue to do so in near future. So without further ado, let's start our session. So give a huge round of applause as I call upon Sri Sharma sir to deliver today's theme speech.
Thank you, Madhuri. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am thankful to your NIT Warangal for giving me opportunity, and more happy that you have given me a session in your mega event of QERA 2023. Honestly speaking, I am honored to be part of young professionals and to discuss about their personal finance management. I don't know how many of you are interested to know about the personal finance management, because some participant might say that we are still students. We are more interested in career, in job, or a startup, or business or profession. And personal finance management will come later when we start earning. But my dear friends, I wish to mention here that personal finance management is very, very, very important for each individual. Of course, you are not earning today, but you are going to earn very soon, down the line in 1 or 2 years. Maybe through job, maybe through business, maybe through profession, maybe through a startup. Whatever you would be doing, you will be earning. That is why this is the right time to understand the basic concept of personal finance management, wealth creation, because it is going to pave way for your prosperity in future. And prosperity, I doesn't mean you become Mukesh Ambani or some big industrialist. Prosperity simply means that we should have money when we need it. And that is also financial empowerment, Mr. Mukesh Prabhakar. Financial empowerment simply means that I should have money when I need it. Maybe for family obligation, maybe for social obligation, maybe for joy, maybe for enjoyment. All these things we need money. And my dear friends, you will appreciate that money is one of the most important factor of our life. Or Vaishali, you might have heard, Uppar Khuda hai, niche paisa hai. We might not have seen God, but we have experienced every day about the importance of money. I come from Delhi, and in Delhi you will appreciate that even for pure air, I have to purchase air purifier. That again will come only through money. That is why the importance of money in our life. So you please understand that money is very, very important in our life. First thing. Second thing comes in how we can manage our money. That is equally important because you all be earning money. Management of money is very, very important because sometimes it might have happened that we might have earned a good amount every month or regularly, but we might not have managed our money in such a manner that my money has not made money for me. And the purpose of earning money has two sides of the coins, Vaishali. One is my basic needs should be met. I should lead a comfortable life. Or after that, I should lead a luxury life as well. But money is also a different other side of the coin. That whatever money we earn, we normally don't spend. You might have learned from your parents. It is in our blood. All Indians, we have a unique DNA, Mr. Sathiraj. And that is every Indian and every Indian family sincerely try to take away some money out of their regular income. And the money which we take away from our regular income, which we don't spend, Vaishali, it is called savings. And we are all savers. You will also be savers. We have been savers. You will also be saver when you start earning. Because saving is our DNA. Is in our blood. Every Indian family, may they be earning 10,000 or maybe they be earning 10 lakhs. Every Indian family is trying to save as much as they can. Naturally, you will ask me, sir, why we should save? This question is very natural. Why should sacrifice a lot of things today for tomorrow? My answer is very simple. Your future earnings might not be adequate or commensurate to your future desires and requirements of money. That is why we save today. If somebody gives you guarantee, Vaishali, that you will earn plenty and you will enjoy everything by your future earnings, then you might not go for savings. But this is not the case in most of the cases. We know it very well that in future we have to do lot of big things in our life. These you can call it milestones. We will be having a lot of milestones in our life. And for each milestone, we will need money, huge money. We will need money regularly. That is why the importance of saving. So be saver first. This is the first request to all of you. Be saver. And don't shy that if I save 500 rupees or 10,000 rupees in a month when you start your career, what it will make. My dear friends, my dear young friends, it will make huge difference in your life. Saving of even 500 rupees a month is going to be lakhs of rupees down the line in future after 10-15 years. That is why first request is start saving right from the first month when you start earning. Maybe a small amount, but you must start it. Second thing about saving is keep increasing your saving with the increase in your income. Naturally, when you will earn every year, you will get some increment, some incentive, some promotions. In between, these things will keep happening in your life. Your income will keep increasing. So with the increase in income, you must keep your savings increase every year. And ideally, it should be 10% increase every year in saving. Ideally. Of course, it might be difficult sometimes. But you should keep a target that I will keep increasing my saving every year by 10%. These two things, I again repeat, my dear young participants, is going to change your life forever. Very small things, but very important. Now the question comes, when you save, naturally you will say, what to do with the savings? What we will do and what we should do with the savings? Madhuri, saving is the first step only. This is not the destiny. This is towards destiny. This is towards the target. Saving is the first step, and second step is investing your savings. Putting your savings into some mode or in some product or in some assets which will give you return in future, or the asset price will appreciate. So the first step, my dear Prabhakar, is saving, and second step is investment. So we should not only be saver, Mr. Raj, we should also be investor. Because, my dear friends, wealth creation will happen only through investment, not through saving. So you must not stop at saving only. Of course, without saving, what you will invest? So that is, I told you, that is the first step, very important step. But you must not stop at saving. You go to the second step, that is, you have to be investor. And the purpose of investment is very simple, Madhuri. Very simple. My money should also earn money for me. Simple speaking. Whatever saving I am doing and whatever saving I am putting into investment mode, my money should also earn money for me. That is the purpose of investment. Because why investment? That we will discuss afterwards. But we have to be investors, and we have to see that we invest as much as we can save. So second stage is investor, and we do invest. Now the third question arises. We have savers, we have been savers, we have been investors, but Madhuri and Vaishali, unfortunately, we have not been wealth creators. Unfortunately, very honestly. That is why you are very lucky that you are understanding these concepts at this stage. Nobody was there to tell us that saving is important or investment is important and what are the investment metrics and all these things. You are very lucky that you have got the basic ideas about the purpose of investment. So you have to be investor, but unfortunately, my generation, at least, Madhuri, we were simply money accumulators. We were not wealth creators. Please do understand the difference between money accumulation and wealth creation. And that I will share through a very simple example of bank FD, bank fixed deposit. You might not have done bank FD, Vaishali, but at least you must have seen your parents doing bank FDs, your relations doing bank FDs. So simply speaking, bank FD is giving your money to the bank for a certain period. And that is also an investment, Madhuri. And when you go for a FD, what is the net result? Bank give you some interest on your FD. And I start this example that suppose Madhuri has got 1 lakh rupees with her. Madhuri, kindly permit me to take your name here in this example.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Suppose Madhuri has got 1 lakh rupees with her and she goes for 1 year bank FD. And rate of interest is around 6% today. Might be a little bit higher, but we take it 6%. With a good bank, you go for 1 year FD. After 1 year, when I and Vaishali meet you and just ask you, Madhuri, what happened to your FD? What will be your answer? What will be your answer? Your answer will be that bank has given you 6,000 rupees as bank interest and your money has been given back by the bank. I think this will be your answer.
Yes,
and you are very happy that you have earned 6,000 rupees on your bank FD for 1 year. We have been like this only. But unfortunately, Madhuri, your happiness is not right. That is, I want to tell all of you, my dear friends. Why? Because during this one period, Madhuri, one more factor has changed your money value and all these things. That is inflation. Inflation is part of our life, Mr. Mukesh. Every day we feel inflation. Prices are going up. Every item prices are going up. And inflation, simply speaking, Vaishali, is increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. Am I right? Simply speaking, inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. So last year when Madhuri, you were going for 1 year bank FD of 1 lakh rupees, had you not gone for that FD and had you purchased some items or some goods or might have availed some services from 1 lakh rupees, Madhuri, tell me, would you be able to get same items, same services, same goods after 1 year at 1 lakh rupees? Would it be possible?
No, sir.
We know it very well. It will not be possible. Why? Because of inflation, prices of those items and services have increased.
Yes, sir.
Suppose you had not gone for FD and you had purchased some items at 1 lakh rupees. After 1 year, Vaishali, same and the inflation rate has been 5%. Just we presume that inflation rate has been 5%. So after 1 year, for the same goods, same services and same items, Madhuri, you will have to pay not 1 lakh rupees, but 1,05,000 rupees. Am I right? Because inflation rate has been 5%.
Yes, sir.
You have said me yes. Now you see what I want to tell you. In reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. Normally, we don't look in that way. Arey Baba, we earned 6,000 rupees. We are very happy. But in reality, inflation eats our income because the value of the money decreases with the inflation. So in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 had been eaten by the inflation. But Madhuri is still happy. But she's okay, sir, let the 5,000 go. I still have 1,000 rupees with me. No, Madhuri, there is another factor. And that factor is most of the income and return on investment, Government of India takes or gets some taxes. Maybe income tax, maybe capital gain, maybe wealth tax, whatever the structure of that tax might be. But Government of India normally takes away some taxes on our income. And Madhuri, for FD, the income tax rules are very clear. Whatever you earn as interest on FD will be treated as your income, and you will have to include that income in your total income of that particular year. And suppose you are in 20% income tax bracket, conservatively I am speaking, then you will have to pay 20% income tax on 6,000 as well. And you can't avoid it. Very honestly speaking, in my time, Vaishali, we were also knowing that the rule was same, but we were very clear. Let it be. Why we should include such income in our income tax return? Who is from income tax department come to collect this income tax? Let it be. Normally, we were not included in those income, Mr. Raj. But Mr. Friend, now the time has changed. Because of technology, Mr. Mukesh, the moment Madhuri got 6,000 rupees credit of interest in her account, income tax people will be knowing it because of technology. So now you can't avoid it. You will have to pay tax. Now you see the Madhuri, you are very happy when you got 6,000 rupees as bank interest income. But in reality, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation, and 1,200 rupees you have to pay as income tax. Did you get anything? Now Mr. Raj is smiling. He's very happy that Madhuri got nothing. It is a fact. It is a fact of our life that we normally get nothing in real terms. 6,000 was your notional return only, Madhuri. And whenever you get any return on income tax, get it analyzed from the perspective of inflation and tax liability. And if anything remains after that, that is your real income. Madhuri, I take this example forward. Suppose the interest rate is 8%. Suppose we presume that interest rate is 8%. In that scenario, you will get 8,000 as bank interest on your 1 lakh FD for 1 year. Again, keeping inflation at 5%, out of 8,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. Again, 20% income tax on 8,000, 1,600 you have to pay as income tax as well. But even after that, Vaishali, there remains 1,400. 8,000 minus 5,000 minus 1,600. There remains 1,400. And my dear friend, Mr. Mukesh, this 1,400 is your real income. And only this 1,400 is going to create wealth for you. So the picture is very clear. Unless and until you earn some real return on your investment, my dear friends, you will not be creating wealth. And if you don't create wealth, you will not be prosper. Equation is very simple and straight. And the formula of real return is very simple, Madhuri. Real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability, if any. Whatever remains is your real income. In the first scenario, Vaishali, there was no real return. Rather, 200 rupees went out of her pocket. And initially, she was very happy that she got 6,000. But in reality, out of in that investment, she lost 200 rupees. Got nothing, rather lost 200 rupees. In the second scenario, she got something. So, my dear friend, first thing I want to tell all of you, please see that all your investment earn some real return. Of course, it might be 1%, it might be 10%, it might be 50%. That's a different story. But your sincere effort should be that you should earn some real return on your investment. And this is very, very important, Madhuri. If you understand and practice this formula, you will be a successful investor. Because the real return only is going to create wealth for you. Now, the next question arises, Madhuri. Why it is so that most of the middle class, salary class person particularly are sheer money accumulators like this which we just discussed? Why they are not wealth creators? What is the reason? What is the reason, Mr. Mukesh? There must be some reason. Yes, my dear friends, the reason is deep-rooted, and Mr. Mukesh, the reason lies in our mind. And what is the reason, Madhuri? Most of the middle class, salary class person are very clear. Of course, not your young generation, but at least in my generation. They were very clear. Arey Baba, we don't want to take any risk. Don't talk about risk at all. Tell us something about safe investment. That was the posture when something was told about the investment. The query will be, sir, is it safe? If it is not safe, we will not invest at all. Safety was paramount. And we were looking only at safety. And that was a blunder, Vaishali. And that blunder you must not do. That is why these programs are being done for you. We have done it. We have suffered it. But at least my next generation should not suffer it. Because, my dear friends, whether you accept it or not, in all investment, risk is there. Please do accept, in investment, risk is there. Degree of risk might be varying from product to product. In some product, risk might be very high. In some product, risk might be moderate. And in some product, risk might be very low. But risk is there. Why? Because, Vaishali, you know, we all know it very well. Life has also got risk. Every day we live, but are we sure what will be happening tomorrow with us? You will be living 100 years, but even tomorrow is not certain. That is why risk is an integral part of our life. So is the risk is the integral part of investment as well. So please do accept that risk is there. Because if you don't accept that, we will not start our journey of investment success. Risk is there. But again, my dear friends, yes, risk is there, but despite the existence of risk in investment, Mr. Siraj, we can manage your risk, we can minimize your risk. That we can do. And our whole effort should be that we should manage our risk, we should minimize our, because that everybody will like that risk should be minimum. That is possible. How? I am sharing a very simple formula, 2-word formula to all of you. I am not putting before you the jugglery of financials and all these things. Putting the things in a most simplest way. And the 2-word formula, no need to write, just keep in your mind. And the formula is think, understand, and invest. I have used only 2 words, my dear friend Raj. Think, understand, and invest. The first word I have used is think. What we have to think? We have to think 2 things about ourselves. The first and most important thing is, what is my risk appetite? What is my risk-taking capacity? How much risk I can take? Because that is very important. And for your knowledge, you must be knowing, every individual has got different risk appetite. Vaishali would be having different risk appetite. Mr. Raj will have different one. Madhuri definitely, and Mukesh will have different one. Why? Because your income will be different. Because your family obligations will be different. Vaishali might have a nucleus family of 1 child, and Mukesh might have a big family of parents and younger brother. But things will differ from person to person. That is why risk appetite of an individual will always be different. And secondly, Vaishali, even your risk appetite will keep changing with the age. It is not a constant factor. You might be applied constant factor in most of the formulas, but here nothing is constant. Things are evolving, things are changing every day. So will be your risk appetite. Why? Because when you are young, you can take high risk, very high risk. Or rather, I will encourage all of you to take a risk. But it has to be calculated risk. As per your risk appetite, it should not be a blind risk. Because when you are young, you can take very high risk. But when you cross it 45, your risk-taking capacity will come down automatically. But when you cross 55, 60, my dear Mukesh, your risk appetite will literally be 0. That is very natural, because in that phase of life, your whole effort will be to make your money safe. Whatever money you have earned or whatever money you have accumulated, the whole effort will be to make your money safe. But when you are young, you should not think of safety. You should think of getting maximum real return on your investments, maximum wealth creation. So the first thing you have to see is, what is your risk appetite, and you should invest your hard-earned savings as per your risk appetite. And one more blunder, Vaishali, we all have done, but you should not do it. That is, most of our investment were simply followed by others. If my friend is investing somewhere, I will also invest. If my relation is investing somewhere, we will blindly, without knowing whether that product has got risk which I can take or not. Because suppose your Madhuri, your friend Vaishali invest some money somewhere, and Vaishali also follows her without knowing whether the product has got the risk which you can take or not. That blunder you should not do. That product might be suitable for Madhuri. It doesn't mean that it will also be suitable for Vaishali, or for that matter, Mr. Mukesh. No, because your risk appetite is different. So please do analyze the risk of yours and compare it with the risk involved in that product. And if it broadly matches your risk appetite, then you should go for investing in that product. So the first thing I told you is, what is your risk appetite, and your investment decision should be influenced by your risk appetite. Second thing you have to look at is time horizon of investment. My dear friend, it is equally important. Why, Madhuri? Because Madhuri will be needing money for her milestones periodically. Suppose Madhuri has planned some purchase of a big house after 10 years. But she is investing her saving into a product which will give her return after 15 years. Product is very good, Mukesh. But then time horizon will mismatch. She will need money after 10 years. Product will give you return after 15 years. It is a mismatch. So you should broadly see that whenever you need money, you should have money. And that is possible. How? Because how? By making a financial plan. You must make your financial plan. And my dear friends, financial plan is not a rocket science, Vaishali. Damn easy thing. Damn easy thing. How? Sit next Sunday, just to make you understand that suppose you are earning today. I am taking that Vaishali is earning today. Next Sunday, you sit with your family and discuss what are the major milestones in your life. Of course, you know, but discuss with your family as well. And Vaishali, what are the normal milestones in our life? First and major milestone for which money is required, Mr. Mukesh, is marriage. Naturally, for marriage, huge money will be needed. After that, birth of the children, naturally celebration, we will be needing money. After that, every family will like to have their own house, apartment, bungalow, whatever you think of. You will need huge money for that. After that, four-wheeler, very small thing, but even for that, you will need money. And nowadays, a new milestone it has become in your life, which was not, at least in my time, Mukesh, going on vacations. Every young fellow wants to go on vacation, not only domestic vacation, international vacation as well. So you will need huge money for that periodically, every 5 years, whatever you wanted. After that, after a certain period, gap of 10, 15 years, a major milestone will be coming in your life, Mr. Mukesh. That is higher education and professional education of children. You are in that, your parents are in that stage today, because they are spending money on you because you are getting higher education here. So higher education is also one of the most important milestone in your life. After that, when children get education, they get degree, they started earning. Naturally, next milestone, Mr. Mukesh, will be marriage of the children. That is very natural. And for that, you will need money. And lastly, and most importantly, living retirement life is also a major milestone, my dear friends. Because now the pension concept is no more available even in government, but to talk about private sector. And I hope most of you will be going in private sector only. So retirement, for retirement life also, you will need huge money. So what you do, you just make take a paper, Vaishali. On the paper, make 3 columns, first column, second column, and third column. In the first column, you just jot down what are the milestones of your life. Normally, I have discussed, but I give you leverage. Whatever you have in other milestones, you add on. And in the first column, jot down all the milestones in your life. In the second column, against each milestone, now start putting the period when it is likely to happen. I estimate only, precisely, of course, it will not be possible, Madhuri, but just estimate. Suppose somebody says that I am going to be married after 2 years, put it 2 years against marriage. Likewise, 2 year, 3 year, 10 year, 15 year, 20 year, 30 year. You put a period, period when it is likely to happen. And third and most important column, Vaishali, now start putting the money which you will need for each milestone. Suppose Mukesh says, that I'm going to married after 2 years. Just for example. And of course, marriage expenses will be taken care of by my parents. But honeymoon package, I will have to purchase minimum. At least I will have to purchase. That is very natural. That is very natural. So even for honeymoon package, suppose Mukesh says, sir, honeymoon package will be not less than 5 lakhs after 2 years. My dear, this you are presuming today that honeymoon package will be 5 lakhs. But after 2 years, when you go for honeymoon package, because of inflation, it might have increased to 5.50 or so. So please factor in the inflation also while making calculation of the money which you will be needing for each milestone. Two very important milestones I am discussing with you. First is higher education of children. Vaishali, I think you will agree with me that today a good MBA degree from a reputed institution costs around 20 lakhs, 2-year MBA degree. Am I right? Around. Take it 18, 20, 15. Broadly, I am speaking 20 lakhs today. But Vaishali, when your children will go for higher education after 25 years, have you imagined what will be the cost of MBA degree at that time? Not less than 2 crore rupees per child because of inflation. And it is a certainty, I am telling you. Maybe more than 2, maybe around 190, 180, that makes no difference. So it will be around 2 crore rupees per child. And per chance you have got 2 children, then even for higher education of children, Vaishali, you will need not less than 4 crore rupees. Now come to the retirement life. Suppose, Vaishali, a person says that he or she is 30 today. Suppose. And she says that I can manage my monthly expenses at around 30,000 per month. Normally, I am speaking middle class family, 30,000. Vaishali, it is today. After 30 years, Mr. Mukesh, when he or she will become 60 and has retired, her monthly expenses will be not less than 2 lakh rupees per month because of inflation. Broadly, I am making. It might be 1.90, 2 point more around. So broadly, it will be 2 lakhs per month at the age of 60, Mr. Mukesh. And one negative factor would also come in play at that time. He or she will have no income. He or she has retired, no income now. The bank credit which she was getting when she was in service will not come to in your bank account every on first. So from where that retirement life you will need money, you will get money. Yes, my dear friends. Firstly, you see how much retirement, normally after retirement, Mukesh, what happens that you accumulate a good amount, rather huge amount, put it somewhere, some product, and get some regular return from that corpus, and you survive. That is a normal course of living retirement life. So how much retirement corpus you should develop, Vaishali? A thumb rule is there. Your retirement corpus, Mr. Mukesh, should be around 20 times of your annual expenses. It is a thumb rule. Suppose, Vaishali, what I will tell you, I was just mentioning that your monthly expenses will be 20 lakhs a month. So it will be, 2 lakhs a month. So it will be around 24 lakhs in a year. Take it 25 lakhs broadly. How much retirement corpus you should have? 20 times of your annual expenses. Multiply 25 lakhs by 20. What it becomes? 5 crore. So normally speaking, a young person who is around, you are even not 30 today. So you might need more than that. A normal person will have to develop a retirement corpus of more than 5 crore rupees for leading a reasonable life after retirement. Now I want Vaishali to be scary a little bit. Vaishali, make a total of the last column. And you will be surprised, Mr. Mukesh. A normal middle class, salary class person who is around 30 today, you are less than that even. A normal middle class, salary class person around 30 today will need not less than 10 to 12 crore rupees in their life for their milestones only. Forget about the monthly expenses, which I have not included from 30 year to 60 year. That has been excluded. Only for milestone, you will need around 10 to 12 crore rupees. Vaishali, from where it will come? I know Madhuri was mentioning me before the program. Sir, I have decided to go to Amitabh Bachchan show KBC next season, and I will get 7.50 crore minimum, which is the highest price. That might be the case of Madhuri. But what about us? What about others, my dear friends? Madhuri might be winning Amitabh Bachchan show and getting 7.50 crores. But what about others? Yes. Now, I am giving you confidence, my dear friends, all of you. You all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees or 15 crore rupees in your life, provided, very important thing, provided you start working sincerely on your saving and investment right from the first month when you start earning. You all can have. I can give you confidence. I can say, of course, I couldn't do it because I didn't have any knowledge of all these things. But I can give you confidence through my experience that you all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees, provided you start sincerely working your saving and investment right from the first month. And the chart, Mr. Mukesh, which we have just prepared, it is called financial plan. And Madhuri, I am of the firm view that every individual must have his or her financial plan. And it is, again, I repeat it, it is not a rocket science, my dear friends. Damn easy thing. Do develop your financial plan. Why? Because Madhuri, financial plan will give you direction and target. How much money you will need for what purpose at what time. Broadly, things will be clear before you. And once the things and targets are clear, Mr. Mukesh, psychologists normally say that a person who has got distinct targets work hard and achieve those targets. So the purpose of financial plan is very simple but very important. That will give you target to save an investment and have money when you need it. So please do develop your financial plan. One and last thing I want to tell about investment is, and that is eighth wonder of the world, Mr. Mukesh, that is rule of compounding. My dear friends, rule of compounding is eighth wonder of the world, Mr. Ajay. And what is rule of compounding in investment, Mr. Mukesh? Simply speaking, you have to make a promise with yourself. Very simple promise, but very difficult promise. Mukesh is saying, yes, I will make it. My dear, I know everybody say yes, but it is very difficult, honest, but not impossible. It is absolutely possible, but difficult. And what promise you have to make, Madhuri? You have to make a promise with yourself that whenever and whatever return I will get on my investment, naturally, when you will make investment, Mr. Mukesh, you will get return sooner or later. May not be today, may not be in 1 year, but definitely you will get return. So whatever and whenever I get return on my investment, I will never, 3 times never, use that return for my personal consumption or for celebration or for that matter on vacations. What I will simply do, I will club that return with my regular investment which I am making and reinvest it. Because you are saying yes, but it is not easy. Because down the line after 10 years, suppose you get 10 lakhs return on your investment, which you will naturally get. Your family will be behind you. Arey Baba, you have got 10 lakhs rupees, go on vacation, enjoy this money, have some renovation of the flat, get new car, whatever it might be. So, but you have to be firm and very clear. No, this is not meant for enjoyment or for celebration. We will do all these things through other sources and through a generation of other income. But this return I will not spend on my vacations or for any celebration. I will simply reinvest it. My dear friends, again I repeat, it is not easy, but it is very, very important and essential for your wealth creation. Because your money will multiply over a period of time, Mr. Mukesh, only through this process. And if you do it, and again I repeat, you have to do it. If you do it, my dear friends, down the line after 10, 15, 20 years, Mr. Mukesh, you might be happily surprised that your return portion has become much, much bigger than your original investment. But Madhuri, it is not going to happen today. It is not going to happen in a year or two. It is going to happen after 15, 20 years. So my dear friends, please religiously follow rule of compounding in your investment. Again, I repeat, not easy, but not impossible. Please think of it seriously. So what we have so far discussed, Mr. Mukesh, is the importance of saving, then conversion of saving into investment, putting investment and getting real return on your investments, then managing your risk, then making your financial plan, and lastly, rule of compounding. So these are the basics of your investment success. You must understand these concepts. And if you understand and practice, we understand a lot of things, Mr. Mukesh, in life, but we don't practice. We know a lot of things. We know it is good, but still say, "Arey chalo na, chodo na. Let us see. Aage dekhenge kabhi hoga to." What is the need of this at this time? Every day is important in your life. Mind it. 18th February 2023 will never come your life again. It is a fact. So is the year 2023 will never come in your life. So give importance to every day. Make your investment play a role, making you a prosperous person, and you all can have. Lastly, like 10 minutes, we will discuss what are the products where we can invest, because that is equally important to know what are the products available in the market. The first category of product, my dear friends, I have got 3-4 categories for you. First category is governmental small saving scheme. Government of India has also developed some small saving scheme for middle class person. I am underlying the word, Mr. Mukesh, middle class person, because you will be earning much more than you might not be middle class even. But for middle class person, Government of India has developed few schemes. Just I am mentioning the name because time is not here to discuss each and every scheme. Those who are interested can note down those schemes. One is Public Provident Fund Scheme, PPF. Very good scheme of the Government of India, Mr. Mukesh. And it is triple scheme, exempt, no tax at all at any time. It is a rare scheme where normally in most of the investment, directly or indirectly, some tax liability is there. But in PPF, there is no tax liability. And PPF account can be opened in any of the banks or post offices. Now you can open PPF account even online. If you have net banking services, go to your bank app, PPF account column is there, click it, because already your KYC is done. You can straight away open the account. Minimum amount you can invest in PPF account is 500 rupees. Maximum is 1.50 lakhs per year. And there is no tax liability. Second one is National Saving Certificate, NSC, National Saving Certificate. Third one is Kisan Vikas Patra. I'm just mentioning the name because I don't have time. Otherwise, we could have discussed these schemes in detail. But Madhuri might say, sir, session is getting longer. So I'm trying to wind it up as early as I can. Fourth one is investment is government securities. We can also invest in, Mr. Mukesh, you might not be aware, Government of India takes loans from us and run the business, run their administration. Earlier, it was not so easy, but nowadays, recently RBI has started a website. Please note down the name of the website. RBI Retail Direct. RBI Retail Direct. If you visit the website, give your information, whatever they want, then you are registered, and then a small amount regularly you can invest whenever you have got some money with you. After that, Reserve Bank also issued tax-free and taxable bonds. RBI bonds, taxable bond and tax-free bond. Next one is Government of India undertaking big institutions are there, Vaishali. Railways, ONGC, Coal India, National Highway Authorities, they also keep issuing regularly, Mr. Mukesh, bonds and debentures to the public. They raise money from the public for their projects and for their business. There also you can invest. And lastly, Government of India has started 2 channels for these entities, Bharat Bond 1 and Bharat Bond 2. I am not giving the details because you can collect the details from the website and Google. We are in a different era nowadays. We are flooded with the information, everything you can get on if you are interested to get the details of the schemes. All these schemes are under the umbrella of Government of India's schemes. And the beauty of these schemes, Vaishali, is from the conservative point of view, no risk. No risk is there. Whatever government promises, government will give you interest or income. And when the scheme matures, they will give us the maturity amount. So these are literally 100% risk-free schemes. But of course, you should not look at it in that perspective. I have told you very clearly, you are young. You should hardly see things or go into the detail. But just for your information, I have mentioned it. Then all other products have got risk, my dear friend. All other products. But before going to other products, Vaishali, I just want to ask you one question. Have you seen horses race on the TV? Some horses, there is a game of rich persons. Some horses get run, and whoever come first, that horse, whoever put money on that horse, get the money. It is betting, literally it is a betting. And there is a golden rule of that game, Mr. Mukesh, and that is never put all your money on single horse. Never put your all money on single horse. Try to spread your money on different horses, so that out of 4 or 5 horses, if any horses wins, at least you will get some money. And my dear friend, so is the rule in investment. Never put all your money in one investment product. Try to develop a basket of investment. Because in basket of investment, you have some product which have least risk. You should have some product which have moderate risk. And equally, you should also have some product which have got highest risk. Because it will broadly balance your risk and return as well. So try to develop a basket of investment. The second product, Mr. Mukesh, is real estate and property. It is a product, but it has got risk. You don't know how much appreciation will be there in the property price. You don't know whether you will be able to sell the property when you did it. You don't know whether what will be the cost of maintenance and acquisition of property. It is a very substantial cost now. And lastly, in property, my dear Mukesh, you will need huge amount for investment. You can't invest in property by 5 lakhs for 10 lakh rupees. You will have to have crores of rupees. So property is an option. I leave it to all of you to decide how much you want to invest. Third one is gold, where we can invest. And Vaishali and Madhuri and all young female participants must have seen their mothers, their elder sisters, their bhavis. They are passionate about gold. It is a fact of our life. It is a fact. I know you are not. The young generation is not so passionate about gold. But the second stage has come now, diamond. You have gone beyond gold. So historically, Mr. Mukesh, middle class, salary class person middle class, salary class Indians, or particularly their female members, have got passion about the gold. And what they were doing, Madhuri, they were purchasing jewelry. They were purchasing biscuits sometime. Unfortunately, gold investment is broadly a dead investment, Vaishali. Why? Because you purchase and keep it at home or keep it in ATM or for locker. You hardly use it. You use it only in marriages or some big parties. So that is literally a dead investment. And Vaishali, you might be knowing, we don't have gold mines here in India. So we have to purchase tons and tons of gold every year. Yes, Akash, I am coming to that. We have to purchase tons gold every year because demand is there. And for those purchases, Government of India, or for that matter, our country, has to pay huge billions of dollars every year. So just to avoid that, Government of India has come out with a very new scheme and noble scheme, unique scheme. And Madhuri, I request all female participants, even Mukesh, I can tell you, and all participants, go and discuss with your mothers and elder sisters about this scheme, which I am just mentioning now. That is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. SOVEREIGN. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. It is a very good scheme of the Government of India, my dear friends. Very good scheme. And basically why this scheme has been devised is Government of India wants to curtail the import bill of gold. That is why this scheme has been devised. And this Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme, Vaishali, is a 8-year scheme. The tenure of the scheme is 8 years. And you can invest in this scheme online and offline both. The minimum investment you can make in this scheme, Madhuri, is 1 gram gold price. And maximum is 4 kg gold. Maximum limit is 4 kg. Minimum limit is 1 gram. And the price of the gold is decided by the Government of India on the basis of the prevailing price. Whatever price is there, it broadly on the same pattern it is decided. And Government of India, Vaishali, is giving you 2 benefits under this scheme, because these are very important to understand. First is, whatever investment you have made in this scheme, Vaishali, you will get 2.5% annual interest, guaranteed. Suppose you have invested 1 lakh rupees. Suppose, is voice not clear?
So voice is
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because somebody has just mentioned voice is not there. Oh, no problem. Okay, thank you, my dear. First benefit is you will get 2.5% annual return. Annual interest, sorry. And second and bigger benefit is whatever is appreciation in the gold price. Suppose, Vaishali, you invest today in this scheme when the gold price is 50,000 10 gram. Suppose, of course, it is more than that today. But suppose, for example, Mr. Mukesh, it is 50,000 10 gram today. After 8 years, because tenure of the scheme is 8 years. After 8 years, suppose the gold price goes to 80,000 10 gram. Because gold price is increasing every year, we know. Government of India will give you 80,000 back. So first is guaranteed interest of 2.5%. Second is appreciation in the gold price will also be shared with you. And you will not be bothered to keep gold at home. Because if suppose Vaishali keeps gold jewelry at home, she will not have sound sleep. Arey Baba, thieves might have come. Or if you go for the locker, you will have to give annual charges of locker as well. So avoid these two things. Go for the sovereign gold bond scheme, and it will be tradable. After 4 years you need money. Suppose you can go to the platform, repurchase it, you will get the money, whatever the price is there, plus the interest, whatever you have got, but you will have to pay tax because that will be treated as your income. But if you remain in the scheme for 8 years, that is the tenure of the scheme, then your tax liability will be literally zero. Why? Because of the indexation benefit in income tax. You just read about the indexation. I don't have time, otherwise I would have explained you. Because of indexation benefit, your tax liability will be literally zero. So please do consider, and not only you consider, go and discuss with your mothers, your sisters, your bhabi and other elder female members about this scheme. And this scheme is not always open. Governments keep some tranche open for a certain period. Last tranche was open up to 23rd December only. New tranche is yet to come. You just keep an eye. It will be an announcement in the Government of India. So please, mutual fund, I am coming, just coming. Now only mutual fund is left. So this is very, very good scheme of, because I didn't want this session to be a mutual fund centric program. But if you are interested, next time we will have exhaustive discussion on mutual fund. It will take minimum 2 hours. So next time we will do it. So sovereign gold bond is a very good scheme. Last one is share market we can invest. Securities market. But Mr. Mukesh has told me before the session, sir, don't talk about the mutual fund or share market much, because it is nothing but speculation only. Sir, ये सट्टा बाजारी है, कुछ भी नहीं है इसके बारे में ज्यादा. People do have some opinion this on lying only. Yes, my dear friends, mutual fund is not a satta bajari, but it has got high risk, definitely. But risk is there in property as well, Mr. Mukesh. Risk is there even in gold, where except governmental schemes, everywhere in all products, risk is there. Of course, degree will vary. And top of it, my dear friends, security market is purely knowledge-based market. And Madhuri, a person who doesn't have knowledge of security market, better not to invest directly at least. Never go for direct invest in security market on the advice of so-called experts on TV, or some tips. Tips is a very common word which we always try to get from person. अरे कोई tip है क्या? तुम्हारी कौन सी company ऊपर जाएगा? कौन सी share ऊपर जाएगा? These are all fraud. I am very blunt on this. Never go on tips. So please first try to gain knowledge of the security market. If you have got knowledge, then go for direct investment. That is through IPO or secondary market. That we will discuss. If you give me third session, Vaishali, we will discuss security market separately. That can be a chain of sessions we can do in future whenever you feel convenient. But there is an indirect way of investing in security market, Mr. Mukesh, and that is mutual funds. My dear friends, mutual fund is an indirect way of investing in security market. It is not a direct way. Why indirect way, Vaishali? Because you are not directly investing. You are giving your money to the experts, those who are technically called fund managers. Naturally, you will ask me why I should give my money. Because we don't have knowledge, firstly. Secondly, we don't have time. Thirdly, we don't have experience in the market. That is why I am giving my money, Mr. Raj, to experts. Take my money. invest as per the parameters of the particular scheme in which I am investing. But the purpose is very simple, Vaishali. Generate maximum return for me and give back to me. It is not a social service, Mr. Mukesh. The proposition is very clear between you and fund manager. I am giving my money. Invest as per your expertise. You have time because he is 24 hours employed for this task only. And he or she has got lot of experience which normally we don't have. That is why we are engaging him or her to manage our money. So it is indirect way of investing your money. And one more thing I want to tell you, Mukesh, because generally people have perception that mutual fund is share market only. No, it is not a fact, my dear. You might not be aware. Mutual fund has got schemes where your money will be invested into government securities or government schemes. Mutual fund, Vaishali, have got schemes where your money will be invested into property and real estate. Mutual fund have got some schemes, Vaishali, where your money will be invested in gold, silver and commodities even. And mutual fund have some scheme, Mr. Raj, where your money will be invested into Google, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft. Sitting in Telangana, you can be owner of Microsoft or Google through international funds of mutual funds. But of course, majority of the mutual fund belongs to security market only. And there are three broad categories, my dear friend, of mutual fund in security market, Mr. Mukesh. First category is equity fund. And Vaishali, equity funds, as the name goes, your money will be invested into the equity share of the listed corporates. Risk is very high because everyday price goes and up and down. But reward could also be high. Probability of high reward is there, no guarantee, Mr. Mukesh, I am very clear. If somebody gives you guarantee, he is bluffing you. He is not telling the truth to you. No guarantee, only the probability increases. And one more factor I want to tell you, Mukesh, equity fund, Vaishali, has given around 12 to 18% annual return for last 10 years. Average, I am telling you average. Some might have given beyond 18 and some might have been laggard, not even touch 12. But average return has been 12 to 18%, which is not a bad return, rather good return. But risk is high. So those who are young, like Vaishali, like all of you rather, those who are young should think of investing a good amount in equity funds. Because of two reasons, Vaishali. First, you can take high risk. And secondly, you have a longer horizon. You have got 20, 25 years to go. That luxury I don't have. So those people who are young, I will encourage them. I will motivate them to think of investing in equity fund, but only after gaining basic knowledge about the mutual fund. Don't be in great hurry. Don't be in great hurry. First, get basic knowledge. And for basic knowledge, I am sharing the 4 names of the websites. Please note it down. Spend some time. One is Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. You might have seen that TV advertisement as well. We have developed a website, Mutual Fund Sahi Hai, where lot of material is available, small videos, detail, everything is available about that. Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Second, other websites are private websites, but otherwise, Raj, there are thousands of websites. I am not limiting myself to 4 only, but just out of their material available on them, and I am not marketing them. Please be clear. It is not my intention to market them, but they have got good material on them. Second one is value research. Value research. Third one is money control. And fourth one, Madhuri, is ET money, Economic Times money. There are other, I again repeat, thousands of other websites. So that visit those websites, spend some time, get basic knowledge of the mutual fund schemes, their risk appetite, their time horizon. Then try to match your horizon with the scheme horizon. Try to match your risk appetite with the scheme risk. Then you should think of investing. So equity fund is meant for young people. Second category is debt fund, Mukesh. Debt fund is contrary to equity fund. In debt fund, Vaishali, your money will be given as a loan to the corporate, not invested into equity. Mind it, very clear. They can never do it. They can never, a single penny they can't invest in an equity share of any corporate. They will be giving loan to the corporates. And when they give loan to the corporate, Vaishali, risk is relatively lesser. Relatively lesser. So is the return. Return might not be extraordinary. Reasonable return. But debt fund is suitable for those persons who have already crossed 55, 60. They can't take any risk, or they can hardly take any big risk. That is why debt fund is meant for persons who have already crossed 50 or so. And third category, Vaishali, is hybrid fund. Equity fund, debt fund, and hybrid fund. And what is hybrid fund? In Hindi, I can say, dono haathon mein laddu. You want both the benefits. Because in hybrid fund, Mukesh, some of your money will go to the equity and some of your money will go to the debt. So you are aspiring for a little bit high return, but you are not fully exposing yourself for the high return. So hybrid fund might be suitable for person who have crossed 40 and are between 40 and 55. Broadly, I am telling, this is not the rule. Even you can go for debt fund, or even a 70-year person can go for equity fund. If he has got risk appetite. So these are broader three categories. And the best way of investing in through mode of mutual investment, Vaishali, is SIP, Systematic Investment Plan. My dear friend, it is a magic, Mr. Mukesh. Very, very small amount investing. Minimum amount is 500 rupees a month. 500 only. You can start SIP of 500 rupees. Maximum is the limit. Mukesh can invest up to 10 crore every month. If he has income. Minimum benchmark is 500 rupees. And is investing 500 rupees through SIP in a good scheme over a period of time will multiply your money, which you can't think today. But you have to be regular for longer duration. I just give you one example. I don't see any of your faculty members, senior faculty members. Otherwise, I have taken her name or his name. Suppose a person, I am giving you a very, I give you a very factual example, but I will not name the scheme. I will not name the mutual fund AMC, because that will be marketing of that company. That I will not do. But facts are there. In 1995, Vaishali, one equity fund was started by AMC, mutual fund company, in 1995. And a person started an SIP of 10,000 rupees per month. Of course, it was a big amount at that time, but he might have good income even at that time. He started an SIP of 10,000 rupees every month. And he has been investing 10,000 rupees through SIP every month from 1995 to 2023, which is otherwise a rarity. Normally, what happens, Vaishali, when market goes up, a lot of people come and start investing and they feel happy. Before going to bed, they see the rate and feel happy. Oh, my money is increasing like anything. I am happy. But next day, market goes down and he's worried. Oh, I might have I might lose my money. He stop SIP. Normally, this is the normal practice of people. But my dear friends, you must understand, going up and down is the basic character of the market. Mr. Mukesh, market will be like this only. Always. Market will go up, market will go down, again market will go up, again market will go down. This is a basic character of market. But two things are perpetual. Looking to the history of the market, I can say, what is two things, Vaishali? First thing is, we all will go up. हम सब ऊपर जाएंगे, आज निकल जाएंगे, 100 साल बाद जाएंगे, सब ऊपर जाएंगे. And so is the market. Ultimately, market will also go. So, please have patience. Don't be swayed away by the movement of the market. That person I am example giving you, he never saw the movement of the market. He continuously invested 10,000 rupees per month, every month. And I think Vaishali will be interested to know how much corpus he had developed now. 9.57 crore. That's the magic of SIP. That's the magic. But again, you have to be blind to the movement of the market. Start investing and do it for years together. Forget about the temporary hiccups in the market. Be a long-term investor. Be a long-term investor. And I know, Vaishali, lot of my friends have started not one SIP, but multiple SIPs, 5, 6 SIPs they have started, and all are target-oriented SIPs. One SIP for purchase of house after 5 years. Second SIP for going on vacation. Third SIP for higher education of children happening after 25 years. Fourth SIP for retirement life. So you can have target-oriented SIPs. Now you can switch from scheme to scheme as per your change in age. That we will discuss afterwards. But start SIP as early as you can and continue with the SIP as much as you can. And one more thing I want to tell you, whether I don't know whether Ajay Vadapati will agree with me or not, whether Mukesh will agree with me or not. One thing I have conviction, that is why I am sharing with all of you. My dear friends, next 25 years are going to be golden period of Indian economy. I feel personally, I don't know whether Vaishali or Madhuri will agree with me or not, but I personally feel we got everything now. We are going to expand like anything. Next 25 years are going to be golden period of Indian economy. But Vaishali, who will get benefit of this golden period? No. There are two categories of persons, Vaishali. One category belongs to 99%. And I hope you will not be 99%. Other category is 1% only. What is 99%? Spectators who go for a match. They see the match, enjoy Pepsi, enjoy popcorn, clap when the player well, and come home without anything except temporary entertainment. But Mr. Mukesh, who get the benefit of the test match or T20 match? Only players. Only players. They get match fee. They get advertisement endorsement. They get celebrity status. Everything they get. So is the case of you, my dear friends. You have to be investor. You have to be player. अगर मेरा देश आगे बढ़ेगा और मुझे कुछ नहीं मिला, मुझे क्या फायदा मिला? So you should also get your share of the growth of the Indian economy, and that is possible only, Vaishali, when you are investor. You have to be hardcore investor, Mr. Ajay, if you want to get the benefit of the expanding Indian. Otherwise, nothing. Of course, country will go on, economy will grow. But what individually benefit I will get? Only when I am investor. So please be an investor. Of course, things is getting longer and longer. Madhuri is indicating me again and again, sir, wind it up. Of course, for Madhuri, and now by winding it up. Last two things I want to tell you.
Oh, sir, this session is very informative. Sir.
Thank you. Last two things I want to tell all of you. Mr. Mukesh, there is a menace in our country which is called Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. People do come and promise, Mr. Ajay, doubling your money in 4 years, giving you 15% return. This one or that one, lot of bogus and fraud schemes are on nowadays. They are all fraud. I'm very blunt on those. Never invest your hard-earned money on Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. Never. And I know you will not invest, but I'm just giving you a social responsibility, Mr. Mukesh. You are all educated. That is why we have got a social responsibility. Please tell to that segment of the society who are not so educated. You are taxi vendor, you are plumber, you are electrician, you are maids. Normally, they invest in those schemes. Tell them very bluntly whenever you come across with them, Vaishali, please don't invest, put your hard-earned money in such bogus schemes. If they don't have anything in their mind, they should put their money only in bank and post offices. At least their money will be safe. So this is your social responsibility. Please take it forward. And lastly, for which this session is done, Mr. Ajay, prosperity is your right. Every individual has got right to be prosper, Mr. Mukesh. And again, I repeat, prosperity doesn't mean becoming Mukesh Ambani. Prosperity simply means I have reasonable money in my life when I need it. Prosperity is your right, Vaishali. And prosperity is not a luck. We mostly believe on luck. Arey Baba, Bhagwan ne bheja hai, to roti bhi Bhagwan dega. Normally we think on those. At least your parents or your grandparents have told like this only. No, there is no luck at all. Luck doesn't play a role. Only your sincere efforts, only your continued efforts in saving and investment will play a greater role in making you prosper. So please don't leave your prosperity to luck. Make efforts. Be sincere. And one thing, some of us might have born into a poor family. It might have been possible, Mr. Mukesh and Mr. Ajay, that some of us might have born into a poor family. My dear friends, Madhuri, birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. Not at all. But living as poor and die as poor is a curse, which we all can avoid provided we start working on our saving and investment right from the day we start earning. I wish all of you to be prosper. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir. This is a very informative session which we had, and we thank you a lot, sir, for a great knowledge.
Any question from any participant, I will be happy to answer. Just raise their hand. We will make them unmute. Yeah. Prashad Sharma Sahab.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
telling that RBI director site
RBI, Reserve Bank of India, RBI.
bonds as well as sovereign bonds also invest?
No. That is
Sir.
for government securities only.
Sir,
That is for government investment in government securities only, my dear.
that is sovereign gold bonds also we can invest?
Yeah, you can invest. Just type sovereign gold bond in Google. You will get the channel where you can even you can invest in sovereign gold bond through your bank where you have your bank account.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Next one, Dr. Mukut Kalita. Dr.
Sir.
Mukut.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. It was a very nice session, sir. Just I want to know how can we identify the Ponzi schemes? There is one question. And the next is, suppose a person who is a poor one, how can he, suppose he is yet to earn, but he's grown up, he's not getting any job. What kind of suggestion can you offer for that person? And thirdly, sir, is ICICI is good for investment in equity?
Firstly, my dear, what was your first question?
First question is, how can we find out the Ponzi scheme? That
My
has-
dear, any scheme which is not regulated by the regulators, which are RBI, SEBI, IRDA, PFRDA, or Government of India, all are Ponzi schemes. The broad criteria is financial schemes, may it be investment, maybe insurance, maybe pension, are regulated by the regulators in India, which are RBI. So the first question you should ask them, whether you are regulated by RBI or SEBI or IRDA or PFRDA, show us the certificate of your approval. This is the first question you should ask. Because normally what the people say, sir, we are registered as a corporate with Government of India. And Mr. Ajay, you know it very well. Anybody can incorporate a company. So incorporation of company doesn't give them license to deal in financial instrument. All financial instruments are regulated by regulators. So this is the first criteria you should look at. Second is, a person who doesn't have income, I don't have any answer to him, because my program is only for managing your income,
Right,
not
sir.
your
Okay.
generating your income.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. And
Thirdly,
next,
thirdly,
ICICI.
ICICI. I don't know what you want to know about ICICI. ICICI is a conglomerate which has got lot of subsidiaries. ICICI main bank is there, then ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund is there, then ICICI Insurance Company is there, then ICICI Brokerage Firm is there. So it is a corporate. I can't give you any opinion about particular corporate. You see their balance sheet, you see their performance during the last 3-4 years. You will have better idea than what I say.
Great, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm satisfied.
Thank you, my dear. Yes, any more question? Any more question, my dear? Or Mr. Raj or Madhuri?
Yes, sir, there is a question from participants.
Yeah.
Like, how about investment in cryptocurrencies?
Crypto, yes, yes. I am very clear, Mr. Raj, whether I don't know whether what opinion Mr. Ajay has about this cryptocurrency, or whether he might have invested in. Cryptocurrency is totally illegal. Till today, Government of India or RBI has not given any legal sanctity to it. And I have been telling in my session during last 3-4 years, never invest in cryptocurrency till government gives, or for that matter, RBI gives it some sanctity. That's all. Now we can wind it up now then, Madhuri.
Yes, sir. I invite Vishali to give a vote of thanks.
I, Vishali, deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks. It has been such an honor to be a part of this finance group workshop on financial empowerment through wealth creation by Sri Suryakant Sharma sir, on sharing his valuable insights on importance of savings, investments, wealth creation, and how to maximize real returns as per risk appetite and time horizon, and to think, understand, and then invest. And then risk-free investments and tax-exempt securities and schemes and different investment options, and different importances about different schemes and all, and importance of systematic investment plans, and how to be a long-term investors and such. Thank you, sir, for sharing such valuable insights. Thank you very much. And I also thank all the participants to make this workshop lively. Thank you very much.
I, on my behalf and on behalf of AMFI, I am thankful to all young participants. I am very happy that young people are interested about their money and saving and investment, and they want to be prosper. And I again repeat, it is your right.
Yes, sir.
So thank you very much to all of you. We will keep doing further session, follow-up sessions on a particular topic whenever it is convenient to all of you. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.